Hey there. I've got something awesome to share if you're a big fan of Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon. Ever think there's a movie out there that captures the same energy, but no one talks about it? Well, stick around because I found just the one. Let me start with a little fact that might surprise you. There's this 1986 martial arts classic called No Retreat, No Surrender. And guess what? It has the same raw, high-stakes energy that made Enter the Dragon legendary. Yet, it never got the hype it deserved. If you've watched Enter the Dragon 10 times and still get that thrill from Bruce Lee walking into the mirror room, this next part is for you. Imagine a teenage martial arts fanatic, someone obsessed with Bruce Lee. That's our hero, Jason Stillwell. He trains day and night, living and breathing Lee's philosophy. Then disaster strikes, gangsters crush his dojo, and he's left wondering what to do next. He's down, but not out. That's when things get wild. Jason's in his darkest hour, and guess who shows up? Bruce Lee's ghost. No joke, there's a spirit of Lee who steps in to help him get back up and get stronger. It's cheesy, but in the best possible way. Picture that kind of unexpected twist. It brings a smile, and it warms your heart. The story moves forward with classic training montages, the kind where sweat drips, muscles burn, and you feel every punch and kick. And it all leads to a huge final showdown. Think roaring crowds, fists flying, and one underdog with everything to prove. If Enter the Dragon gave us that feel, No Retreat, No Surrender nails it too. Now, let's talk about the real scene stealer. Jean-Claude Van Damme plays the villain. He barely talks. But every move, every glare, pure intensity. His spinning kicks. Killer. He's so calm and cold, you almost feel chills just watching him get ready to fight. This early role set the stage for who he became. There's no Hollywood fluff here. No convoluted plot twists or over-the-top drama. It's raw. It's real. You see the struggle. You feel Jason's fear, hope, and determination. You see the fighting spirit and grit. Bruce Lee fans, you'll feel right at home. Want to know something cool? Many of Van Damme's trademark moves, the spinning back kick, that icy stare, were shaped in this movie. He wasn't just acting, he was building his identity. So when you see those moves pop up later in his career, you'll have a aha moment. Fun, right? Also, the fight scenes have this old-school dojo feel. They didn't hide it in fast cuts. The camera holds on to the action. You catch the technique. You notice the form. It's like a training reel from the 80s, with all the sweat and passion. That's a big reason fans love it. And here's a tip, if you want a real, down-to-earth martial arts fix, this movie delivers. No filters. You see the raw effort. The story about the ghost. It's part martial arts fantasy, part homage. And it pays respect to Bruce Lee's legacy without pretending it's anything more. Speaking of respect, this film echoes Lee's philosophy, show the skill, don't hide it. Every punch and kick is given time. Every move matters. If you appreciate martial arts techniques, you'll dig this style. Best part? You don't have to spend much to watch it. It's usually cheap or even included in streaming packages. DVD. Sure, you can get it for a few bucks. And it's totally worth it. Now, I've got a few awesome tips for you. First, watch with the fight scenes in full view. Notice how the camera plays with distance and angle. See how Jason's movements mimic Bruce Lee's grace. And check out Van Damme's posture, so focused, so collected. Another tip, listen to the background music and crowd noise. It gives you that tournament vibe. You feel like you're in the ring, cheering or holding your breath. That atmosphere is key to the film's energy. Also, if you're a martial artist, you'll love studying the choreography. It's not flashy CGI motion. You see real, practiced moves. And it's a great way to pick up technique inspirations, especially things that aren't overdone in modern films. Okay, now I want to ask you something. Have you seen No Retreat, No Surrender already? Or is this your first time hearing about it? I'd love to know what you think. And if there's another binge-worthy martial arts flick you adore, share it down below. I always want to hear what hidden gems you've discovered. If you enjoyed this breakdown, then you're absolutely going to love what I've got in store in my deep dive into the making of Enter the Dragon. Seriously, it's not just a tribute to Bruce Lee, it's a full-on journey into how one of the most iconic martial arts films of all time came together. You'll hear about the intense training the actors went through, some of the unexpected moments on set, and the hidden details that even hardcore fans sometimes miss. For example, did you know that Bruce choreographed many of the fight scenes on the spot? Or that some of the extras in the background were real martial artists, just there to soak in the atmosphere? There's so much gold in that video that really helps you appreciate just how revolutionary Enter the Dragon was, not just for martial arts cinema, but for action movies in general. Now, if you're feeling that rush of nostalgia right now, that tingling excitement that only comes from a great martial arts film, you're not alone. There's something so timeless about these stories. They may be from the 70s or 80s, but they hit just as hard today. The characters, the training montages, the tournaments, the values of discipline and perseverance, it all just sticks with you. And honestly, when you revisit a movie like No Retreat, No Surrender after watching Enter the Dragon, you start to see the threads. The influence is right there on the screen. It's almost like watching Bruce Lee's spirit carry on, not just in story but in style, in movement, in philosophy. And if you're anything like me, once you get on that martial arts movie kick, it's hard to stop. One movie leads to another. You find yourself looking up rare Van Damme films, or rewatching Jet Li's best fights, or even diving into newer films to see how the genres evolved. That's what makes being part of this community so fun. We're all here because we love the action, the heart, the raw emotion these films deliver. So if this video brought back some memories or gave you something new to check out, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like. It only takes a second, but it helps me keep making more content like this. And if you want to stay in the loop for more underrated gems, behind-the-scenes stories, or movie deep dives, hit that subscribe button too. I've got tons more lined up that I know you'll enjoy, some mainstream favorites, some forgotten classics, and definitely more Van Damme. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's one martial arts movie that you think doesn't get enough credit? Or maybe one that completely changed the way you looked at martial arts as a kid? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And who knows, your suggestion might just be the focus of my next video. Alright, that wraps it up for now. Thanks for hanging out with me today and geeking out over one of the most underappreciated martial arts films out there. Just remember, no retreat, no surrender, and definitely no skipping the classics. See you in the next one.